We know that there are many fragrance concentrations. We have eau de toilette, EDT, we have eau de parfum, EDP, we have parfum. Now, there are also some classifications like original, intense, extreme. Now, I have some fragrances in my collection where I have the original and I have the intense, but both of them have the same concentration of perfume oil. They're both EDT. So I have decided that in this video, I'm going to go over some of the more popular fragrances. You probably know them. And we're going to go over the original versus the intense. Let's battle. Hey everybody, I'm Peter from Central. I'm glad that you're here and I hope you're doing well. Intense lets us know that the fragrance is going to be of greater intensity. Now I have checked the other word in my collection, extreme, like in Spice Bomb. You have Spice Bomb and then you have Spice Bomb Extreme. I realized that this one is an eau de toilette and this one right here is an eau de parfum. Now with the word intense, however, I realized that sometimes both of them are eau de toilettes and other times it's an eau de toilette and an eau de parfum mixed. I've got some off of my shelf I think you'll like and enjoy, and we'll go through them and see which ones do we like better. Do we like the intense better or do we like the original better? And it seems like the word intense has no real bearing on the perfume concentration, since that kind of sort of dictates how much perfume is in a fragrance. Eau de toilette being one of the least and parfum being one of the most. As we can see in my first choice, which is an Issey Miyake, and is L'Eau d'Issey pour Homme. L'Eau d'Issey pour Homme is from 1994 and utilizes the fragrance note yuzu, which is a fabulous note to use in the high heat. The intense of L'Eau d'Issey pour Homme also has the note of yuzu. Perfumer behind these is Jacques Cavalier, but what they did to create an intense is they added benzoin and some smoke. Both of these, oddly enough, are eau de toilette concentrations. And I also find that neither one of these or this one doesn't project any more or last any longer than the original. Now I will let you know at the end of the video from all these choices which one I actually prefer. The next pair I chose is Givenchy and its Gentlemen. Not the original one from 1974, not this one right here, because this one has civet in it. And you have to be a lover of classic fragrances in order to use this one. This is not the one I chose. I chose the one from 2017, Gentlemen Givenchy. Olivier Cresp and Nathalie Larson are behind this one. Also two great perfumers. And this one utilizes the note of iris in this fragrance. And I believe there's also some pear in this one. 2017 release. The Intense, also created by Nathalie Larson and Olivier Cresp, didn't come out until 2021. It's this one right here. And they also kind of changed the bottles a little bit. So it's quite a while. However, this one is a little bit deviant from the original 2017. And yes, both of these are eau de toilette concentrations. However, I do feel like the 2021 Gentlemen Givenchy is a little bit more intense. What they have done is they omitted the pear in this one, and instead they added some basil and coumarin. The original is a little bit more of a flowery iris, while the 2021 release is a little bit more of a woody aromatic iris. And it does seem like the 2021 has just a little bit better performance all around. Another set that I chose is an affordable fragrance. You can find these off in your local stores. Is a Jimmy Choo fragrance, and it is Choo Man from 2014, and then Choo Man Intense from 2016. These two also both are eau de toilette concentration. Choo Man, the original, will have some pineapple, melon, and lavender as its main notes. And to me, this one feels a little bit more of a generic fragrance. If you just kind of want to blend in and not stick out too much, this is a great fragrance to wear. Affordable, 100%. What they've done in the Intense, of course, it retains the note of melon, and they added some mandarin orange, labdanum, and tonka to deepen it in the base. Both of these are really affordable, and you can find them at the resellers, TK Maxx, and so on and so forth. Just gotta keep an eye out for them. And once again, I'll let you know which ones I like best out of these at the end of the video. So far, we had nothing but eau de toilette. Everything that came before this was an eau de toilette concentration and an eau de toilette concentration for the Intense as well. Now, what happens if we do an eau de toilette and then we have the Intense version and it's an eau de parfum? The next ones are going to be exactly that. The original is going to be an eau de toilette and the Intense is going to be an eau de parfum. The Jimmy Choo fragrances are really a good deal. So are the Bentley for Men's. And personally, I kind of prefer the Bentley for Men just a little bit better, as they are good quality and really have good performance. The first Bentley for Men came out in 2013, and it features notes of bay leaf, rum, and lavender. Really nice masculine scent. Later on that same year, Bentley for Men Intense. And I know lots of people talk about this one. It is really a strong, powerful fragrance with extremely good projection and longevity. This one's an eau de toilette, and this one's an eau de parfum. Both of these are created by Nathalie Larson, and with the addition of geranium and incense, the Bentley for Men Intense truly became a projection and longevity monster. Both of these will have the same scent profile, with this one being louder, heavier, and deeper. Perfect for all you alpha males out there. Another one that the fragrance community talks about quite a bit is a Hugo Boss. It's Hugo Boss Bottled. Hugo Boss Bottled came out in 1998. And this scent is going to be reminiscent of the holidays. It's going to make you feel every bit as comfortable. It doesn't smell like the holidays, but it sure smells maybe like an apple pie or something like this. With the notes of plums, cinnamon, vanilla, it's going to make sure that you enjoy wearing this fragrance. As you can tell, I wore quite a bit of this one. The Parfum was launched in 2016. That is like 18 years later. And this is the one most people nowadays talk about, perhaps because it's 18 years and most new fragrance connoisseurs, know this one and not really the one from 1998. They're going to have a very similar scent profile. Eau de toilette, eau de parfum. Now the eau de parfum has a little bit better projection and a little bit better longevity. That's maybe the reason why most people talk about this one. However, I feel it's not quite as bright and it's not quite as happy as the 1998 version. The scent profile is going to be very similar though. This is a great time for you to leave a like if you're getting anything out of this at all, or maybe even subscribe for more fragrance content. I would love to have you on board. Thanks. The next ones I picked are really hard to choose from, whether you like the eau de toilette or whether you like the eau de parfum. Truly difficult. And it is, of course, Dior Homme from 2011. Nowadays, these are a little bit harder to come by because Dior decided to reformulate the Dior Homme line completely. François Desmarchais is between these two beauties, 2011 Dior Homme. It is simply, for me, these two fragrances are simply seduction in a bottle. This 2011 creation is a masterpiece from François Desmarchais without a doubt. Love having this one. It has the note of iris in here, and there's some cacao and a little bit of leather, and it is simply perfect seduction in my opinion. The Intense version, also created in 2011, brings the note of iris even more to the front. They've omitted some of the lighter notes in this fragrance and added ambrette or muskmellow, which is sort of a sweet musky floral note. Also, the cacao is replaced with pear. So this one is a deeper, even sexier scent than the original. Whether it's Dior Homme from 2011 or the 2011 Intense, I think these two are a must-have in any collection. But not only Dior has an Intense version of a fragrance that is really superior, there's also the line of Prada. And Prada has an Intense that's really good. So Prada's original from 2016 is this one right here, Prada L'Homme. It came out in 2016 and it is perfect, like powdery little iris. It's clean. It's a perfect office scent. Smells really wonderful and clean and bright in sort of a Prada way. The iris note and the neroli in this one really make sure of that. You smell great all day. But no worries. There is plenty of amber, black pepper, sandalwood, patchouli to keep it, sort of neutral and on the masculine side. I think anybody could wear this, but it's not going to smell too feminine at all. It's a nice, beautiful, light, powdery scent. Perfect office scent from 2016. It also has surprising longevity for, a softer fragrance. And then there comes the Intense 2017 release. And it is probably one of the most unique and wearable fragrances that I have in my collection. Absolutely love the Intense 2017 from Prada. It's a beautiful black bottle, looks like this on the shelf. And the original florals are going to be omitted in this one, except for the iris note. You're gonna have some patchouli, some leather, and it gives this one a really unique character. When you've smelled this one, nothing smells like this one out on the market. Totally a timeless scent. Love having this in my collection. The fragrance is also rounded out with a little bit of tonka bean at the base. This beautiful fragrance right here has plenty of depth to call it Prada L'Homme Intense. Now, which ones do you like better out of these? Do you like the EDT or the EDP better? Or the EDT and EDT? See, it's kind of confusing. I guess it all depends on the fragrance notes that are used and whether the scent character of itself is just a little bit heavier, a little bit deeper, sometimes a little bit darker or a little bit smokier. That makes it an intense fragrance. It doesn't always have to be the concentration. But as promised, here are the ones that are my favorites out of those. L'Eau de Pour Homme. I like the original. Love the freshness over the intense. Givenchy Gentlemen from 2017 is my choice. I'm still getting used to the intense from 2021. Choo Man Intense. That's my choice for this one. Not as generic as the original. Bentley for Man. I like the original. The intense is too much for me. I'm still working on my alpha game. Hugo Boss Bottled. I like the intense. I mean, for sure. Almost the same scent with better longevity. Dior Homme. I love the intense. I absolutely love the scent profile. I just can't get enough of it. Prada L'Homme. I like the intense. Super unique, clean, and you can wear it anywhere. I hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like if you got anything out of this at all, and maybe even subscribe for more content. Until next time, I want you to take good care of yourself. Always smell nice, and I will talk to you soon.